Every minute, more than 500 hours of content are uploaded to YouTube. Think about that. In the time since you started watching this, that's probably at least 100 new videos right there. Maybe there's a few music videos or news clips or a tutorial on how to restore old KitchenAid mixers. Seriously, that's a thing. We'll come back to that. My point is that there is clearly a lot of content on the internet these days, and platforms like YouTube have responded to that influx by creating algorithms to organize it and to keep you on their page. These can help sort through the 1,000 or so videos that have now been uploaded while I've been speaking, surfacing the content you're most likely to find interesting. But that also means what I see when I'm scrolling through search engines and social media can look very different than what you see. It's not necessarily that there's misinformation involved, though there can be, or that one search is right and the other one is wrong. It's that the same topic can be presented differently depending on who is searching it. You don't have to take my word for it, though. In today's episode, we're going to try an experiment to better understand what shapes our online experiences.
And what we thought, Hari, was wouldn't it be cool if we could compare our lives online to each other, because so often it's isolated. It's just what we see ourselves through that box that we hold in our hands.
That's Kusha Navidar, senior digital producer on WNYC Studios' United States of Anxiety program, describing a conversation he was having with coworkers ahead of the holidays. They were anticipating some heated dinner table conversations with family members who might have different opinions or politics, and they were trying to understand how our online lives line up with these in-person clashes. That discussion led them to the filter bubble.
The filter bubble is kind of the universe of items that you see on the platforms where you go get your information or your content. And I can give you a quick example if that's okay. Like for me personally, I go on YouTube. I really like watching restoration videos of KitchenAid mixers from like the 70s and 80s. Very soothing. After I finish watching the whole way through, I might share, I might leave a comment. YouTube's probably going to suggest another KitchenAid video for me to watch. All of these different signals that I give the platform, how much I'm watching, what I'm watching, all go into what it ends up giving to me when I go and I search for a term like recycling. Are they going to give me a video about recycling old KitchenAid mixers? Are they going to give me a video about recycling to change the climate? It's uncertain.
So Kusha devised an experiment that he shared on the United States of Anxiety to help himself, his coworkers, and their listeners become more aware of their own bubbles. It's important to note that this isn't a scientific study, and we're not drawing any major conclusions here. It's just an interesting way to see those algorithms in action.
I took out my cell phone, the host, Kai Wright, took out his cell phone, and we both went on YouTube and we both searched for the same thing at the same time on the same Wi-Fi network. We searched for the word patriot together. We both hit enter, and then we just compared what our answers were to each other.
Oh my God.
All right, tell me what you got.
Well, I'm disturbed that it starts with Mel Gibson, the Patriot.
When I tried it, I was directed to a TV show that I'm pretty sure I've never seen, and of course, the football team. And I wasn't alone. In a follow-up episode, Kusha and his coworkers shared some of the common responses they received from listeners.
Did the YouTube Patriot search and got
1. The Patriot.
A Mel Gibson movie.
Patriot movie.
Patriots vs. Falcons Week 11.
Topher, the Patriot.
Topher the Patriot.
Trooper, the Patriot.
A result that was unexpected kept popping up on the top of everyone's results. It was a music video from a rapper named Topher. He's outspoken, he's on the right. He had this song called The Patriot that kind of popped up at the top of search results. And everyone that sent their results to us were like, never heard of this person. Where's he from? How did he beat out Mel Gibson or like the football team and get to the top of my results? So it was a reminder that like in the town square of the internet, you have to be very aware of what is getting in front of you and how your own behavior and how the behaviors of others are all kind of in this pot mixing up that makes the final stew that you're kind of consuming. A lot of kitchen references today.
So, you know, one of the visualizations of my head as you're having this conversation with me is it's almost like the Matrix. Like, I don't know that I'm in this bubble.
You can do a few things. The first, try the same search term, signed in and not signed in, and just see what the different results are. Second thing you can do, try that with a friend, whether or not you think the same or differently on any given topic, and just compare those two. Additionally, keeping close eyes on the videos and the posts that you receive when it comes to political issues. If things are all following certain points of view, certain trends, then that's very likely the algorithm putting what it thinks is going to be most successful in front of you. So even if it doesn't totally answer, are you living in a filter bubble? The reality is that on some level, we all are.
I'm in the Matrix. How do I get out?
Learn Kung Fu. No, I'm kidding. What do you do about it?
That's good.
Yeah, right. Kick your way
I think
out.
that's universally a good answer whenever in doubt. I mean,
Totally.
a martial art upload would be good.
Yeah, or if you're like me, you can just watch a lot of KitchenAid videos and just let it be. One thing that I took away from this thought exercise that we tried on the show that I work on is that talking about the ways that we've developed our opinions can be just as valuable as what those opinions are. If you're in a conversation that feels heated and it's about a topic that's divisive, one way you could take the conversation in a different direction without getting too far off is just asking to compare search results, just being like, where do you get your information? Let's compare and see if there's anything interesting that comes out of that.
If you give Kush's experiment a go or try any of his tips for getting some perspective outside of your filter bubble, let us know how it goes in the comments below. Until next time, keep it real. I'm Hari Srinivasan, and this is Take on Fake. Thanks for watching.